Okay, so our first step, what we're gonna do is sew 2 sets of yellow and orange squares together. And I am going to press these towards the orange. Set my seam. Now we're going to take 2 sets of the orange and yellow and we're going to put them together to make a 4 patch. And I'm going to use my handy stiletto where the seam is so that I make sure that they stay together really well. Uh-oh. Right there. And I'm going to hold it with my stiletto. We're going to set our seam again, and then when we turn it, we're going to make a pinwheel on the back, and you do that by pulling the seam like this, and if there's a couple of threads there that don't want to listen to you, you're going to snip them, and that's going to lay flat like that. And the reason we do that is to make it to where it's really flat on the front and we don't have a bulk of seams all in one spot. Here's our 4 patch. Next step is we're going to sew these tan rectangles to our actual 4 patch. So we have one done here and we're going to sew our second one on. Whoops, I pulled my fabric away too fast. Okay, set our seam, and this is going to iron towards the rectangle. And the reason I do that is because in the back we're going to have 4 more little pinwheels. So after we do this, we have to make 1 more unit, and that's going to be a tan rectangle with an orange and a yellow square on each end. And what we're going to do is then sew that to our previous unit. So you want to make sure that this yellow lines up with this. You don't want to do it like this to where they're opposites. So we're going to sew the last one on, and we're going to have our square in just a second. Use my stiletto. If you ladies don't have this stiletto, it is my favorite tool. You're going to want one. You can purchase these at Authorized Back and Sew. Come on. All of our pieces here. So I'm going to set my seam, and then when you see on the back, we are going to have 4 little pinwheels. And again, I'm going to have to snip a stitch here and one here. Okay. And this one's going to go this way. Voila. We have a beautiful square. I always press it on the front again and spray it so that it's nice and crisp. And you'll notice with the Accuquilt how pretty all the points are. No pinning.